Hey guys, how's it going? Phil here from PRC Taping with another quick video for you today. I'm going to be talking about the Columbia automatic taper. This is my favorite tool to run. This is the original automatic taper that Columbia has, and I'm going to go through a few of the basics, how to run it, how to clean it, so stick around. Before you start, you want to make sure you're using the proper mud. I use a light taping compound specifically for taping. It has much more glue in it. You want to make sure you're using that when you're taping with the automatic taper. So you can see in some of our previous videos where we're showing the mud consistency, again, it depends on the mud you're using. Every region is going to be different. Some will be more dry than others, but you want to make that a yogurt type consistency when dealing with the automatic taper. Again, it's going to help push that mud through this taper, a nice even flow on the wall with your tape. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put your roll of tape on, and if you're right-handed like me, you're going to put the tape coming up. So you're going to put the tape in and you're going to have the tape coming up. If you're left-handed, you're going to go the other way. You're going to close this up, and now it's going to feed up and in and over, just like that, right until the tape spot here. Lift it up, and your tape should come right up, just like that. Now, if your tape's coming up and everything's clean inside, if it's brand new and it's oiled up good, you want to make sure you give that a cut to make sure it's cutting properly. Lifting up, that will help push the tape back up. Make sure you oil this up really well. There's a lot of chains, gears, mechanisms. The cutter is inside there, and you got a spring here that's pulling the cutter sleeve down. You want to make sure that's all oiled up really, really well. So it doesn't jam up and that it works really well and runs smooth. So that is very important to do. Don't forget to do that. So now you're ready to run the taper. What you want to do now is you want to make sure this is pushed down to allow mud to go inside the taper, keeping your hand on the end so you don't put too much mud inside. So again, you're going to fill that up. When it's all the way full, you're going to release it and mud's going to start coming out of here just like that. As soon as you turn that wheel, mud's gonna just go right onto the tape, just like that. You also wanna make sure that your filler valve here is nice and clean, so you oil that up as well. That is the part that you put into the pump to fill the automatic taper. You put it down onto the gooseneck, you pump it up, and it fills up. Again, make sure this is closed when you're doing that. So if you don't close this valve while you're pumping, what's gonna happen is mud's just gonna pour right out of here because this opens the gate to allow mud flow. So again, make sure that's closed when you're doing that. There's a few things you want to keep in mind when you're running the automatic taper. One is checking your blade at all times. If you have a new taper, you're going to be fine for quite a while as long as you clean it well. But a thing to check here is you're going to release this spring. It's going to come up, and now your blade is right in here. If I release this down, your blade is right in there, as you can see, nice and sharp. You want to check that frequently. If there's a little dent or if it's looking a little bit rusty, you're going to want to change that. It's very, very easy to change. You just do a flathead screwdriver right here, and you can take that right off. Put a new one in, easy as that. So I want to show you the proper way of holding the automatic taper. What you don't want to do is you don't want to grab it by the cutter sleeve, because what that's going to do is that's going to push the tape up, because as you can see right here, the needle is actually piercing the tape. So I'm going to show you the wrong way to do it. Don't grab it like this, because now you can see it's punctured the tape. That's not good. So the proper way is to grab it just above the cutter sleeve. Even when you're filling it, never touch the cutter sleeve. So if you do that for some reason, you have all this tape sticking out, what you can do is push the cutter sleeve all the way up, nice and tight, grab the tape down here and pull it down to your desired height. And down on the end here, you have your creaser wheel mechanism. What that does is that pushes that tape right into the corner. As you can see, there's a spring right here, so you want to make sure that's always oiled up. So that was a quick overview of the Columbia automatic taper. Again, this is my favorite tool to run, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it was helpful. See ya.